Hello, Aquarius. This is Fawn and Fire Intuitive. Hope you guys are doing awesome. I'm going to be doing soulmate readings for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If this doesn't resonate with you, check out my readings for your Moon, Rising, or Venus. You can always contact me. My email's in the box below for a personal reading. Also, I'm on Instagram, so you can direct message me there. Whoa. Weird. I just got like very dizzy. Yeah, I'm on Instagram, so Fawn and Fire Intuitive. You can contact me there as well for personal reading. Plus, if you follow me, that would be awesome. I love connecting with you guys on there. All right, I did shuffle and pull all the cards ahead of time because I'm trying to get a bunch done before my house gets noisy. But I wanted to try to get out some extra readings this month. Okay. So this is a soulmate reading. This energy can be your side, their side, the energy between you, however it resonates. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Then we have Stag Spirit, take the lead. Oh, I just posted on my Instagram a deer picture. Deer's been coming out a lot in my readings today. It's interesting. A deer picture with like flaming horns. Stag Spirit, take the lead. Boundaries, where do you need to establish better boundaries? Revenge as the shadow. Then we have the Queen of Wands. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Justice in reverse, that can be a Libra. And then King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. So first off, there's a need, there's certain ways somebody's handling something, you know, kind of with a broken paradigm, like the way they were raised, okay? This could be in a situation where you are already married, or there are children involved, or you've already lived together and there are a lot of issues. But there's a need for someone to step up and take the lead. You know, a deer, the reason I'm called Fawn and Fire Intuitive, I see fawns as like graceful, gentle, willing to learn, you know, growing. They're not combative, you know, they don't have the horns. Eventually, like they get the horns and they're combative, but then the fire is like the passion and the illumination and the light and being and consuming, you know. And I feel like there's a need to kind of establish better boundaries and expectations. So there's a need to like somebody needs to allow more space for a person to have their journey and try to understand themselves. And there's a need to kind of to grow in the way that the fighting's happening, that the communication's happening, that when people get triggered, if they react a certain way, there's a need to have boundaries, not only on how you're going to be treated, like, you know, it might be very easy to be like, no, I don't take that. I don't want to be treated that way. But there's also a need to look at, and some of you may need to say that, you know, you may need to say, listen, I'm not comfortable with this. I don't want to be treated this way. But then there's also a line of like a boundary where you recognize, wait, some of these emotions are my own responsibility, and I'm putting all the pressure on another person to try to like water me, fill me, and I need to be filling me. Let's look into this revenge shadow. I've been reading out of the book. These messages seem to really be resonating with people in my private readings right now, just this week. I don't always use this. Sometimes they feel like too heavy, but for this season, everyone's like, yes. So I'm reading them to you guys. Okay. Yeah, we have the core of revenge is anger. Okay. So it's like somebody's getting triggered and then they lash out, and it's very competitive, you know, and so that's why there's boundaries needing to happen, healing needing to happen of like, okay, what are you going to accept? But also, what is your responsibility to healing yourself, you know? It's time to take arms against a sea of troubles by opposing and end them. A complex magic glyph illuminates the ground. A pale woman dressed in black seems to surge from it. She has blood crimson eyes, a white flower garland, and 2 plain swords. She's kind of ending the stalemate. You know how the 2 of swords, it's like blocking her heart and she's not looking. She's like, okay, enough's enough. The stalemate's done. We're making a decision here. So you could be, especially with this justice in reverse, dealing with someone who's not willing to make a decision about you and not changing, and you've like asserted your boundaries over and over, and they keep trying to trigger you until you react, and you're kind of done with the stalemate, or somebody needs to be done with the stalemate. Either the person you're dealing with needs to make a decision, or it's like you need to recognize like justice isn't really being served. Her wings are made of withered branches. Yeah, nothing's like blossoming. And a lot of times that can happen too if we are closed from receiving. Okay, so if you've been so focused on like one circumstance and it's gotten really negative, and like there's just not a lot of growth there. Like I said with that boundaries thing, sometimes there's a need to look at ourselves, like, are we seeing other ways we can fill our cup? Or are we really relying on a person to do it? You know, do our beliefs help foster growth, help foster healing? There is no white night, but there can be a black storm woven by fallen angels. What if there was a place where there is no more time for words? No more time to bargain or negotiate. No more survival instinct to accept fear or ponder the consequences. It's a place we can reach at the limit of our abuse, with the last spark of our dignity surging up a powerful black flame. We cry, we hurt, we strike to destroy. We destroy not for ourselves because we are gone. We destroy for the fairness of the world. We destroy because if there is no sweet justice, there can at least be cruel revenge. We destroy for those who came earlier, for those who would have come later. We destroy as we destroy, we forsake our enemies. Nope. We destroy, and as we destroy, we forsake ourselves. There is no going back, because coming back from that requires much more than force. Here's the thing, if there's been a toxic pattern, you know, if you're dealing with somebody emotionally unavailable who can't make a decision about you, and you're wanting to create something, and it's just like time for the stalemate to end, like you're not going to feel good going down destroying something, okay? Because ultimately that's not who you are. You put in so much work. And I'm a big believer in that, of like, you know what, go all in and then leave with your head held high, because you know you gave everything you can, and you won't look back with regret, because you're like, you know what, I loved. I was vulnerable, I was open, I loved. And I left with respect. Like if somebody's been really harsh with you, and the interactions have gotten more and more toxic, there's no winning by continuing down that path, because it takes from you in the long run. And if you're dealing with somebody who, when they get triggered, they just get really, really ugly, you need to recognize that maybe for some of you that was a familiar place. Like maybe you grew up in a very angry home, and so now like sometimes when somebody's like letting you have it, it's like, oh, this feels right, but it's not. Let me just see. Somebody could be choosing between like a fire sign and a water sign, but I almost get the sense it's like somebody's choosing between like kind of their passions, and they're wounded, and like emotion kind of comes out of those wounds, and then there's like somebody over here, like the two people, it's hard to have justice because one person's really wounded and like reacts out of being wounded, and the other person has like a lot of emotion in their heart, but it's like they're emotionally guarded, so they don't really let that out. And so someone's actually feeling kind of beat down, like they have to hide their emotions because they're afraid of how someone's going to react. So there's no balance between head and heart here right now, and somebody needs to step up and take the lead because it's not going well. We have King of Cups twice. And it's all about communication, you know? There's not a lot of like trustworthy like communication with worth. It's all about passion, and that doesn't build something long term, you know? You could be dealing with, like I said, a younger fire sign, a fire sign. We do have the Page of Pentacles, so Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, they're in reverse. You know, somebody might not be talking right now, and that could be triggering. But we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you could be in a third-party situation where somebody is, they have deep feelings for you, but they also have another situation, and you're thinking about, like, blowing it up. I wouldn't do that. Don't blow it up. You want someone to choose you for you. They have feelings for you, but they're also working on healing family issues. Some of you are dealing with a long distance situation, so it doesn't feel super practical long term, but the feelings are very deep. All right, Aquarius, I hope this resonated with you. So much love and light to you guys. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if it resonated with you. If you're on Instagram, I would love to connect with you guys there, okay? So much love and light to you. Bye.